Good day, folks. Me and Joe Green, and this is the first episode of Your Take Tuesdays. The background footage, someone requested that I play a game of tag in this Mercedes, which was awesome because tag is fun, and this Mercedes is really cool. So I was happy that someone recommended this. So here you go. Today is the first episode of Your Take Tuesdays, like I think I said. And what it is I ask you guys a automotive related question, and you can respond via comment or video response, and I will tell you the question. I'll answer it myself. I really liked the car pack wishlist video. I like seeing what everybody else had in mind. I thought it was really awesome. I like getting everybody else involved too. So without further ado, the first question for Your Take Tuesdays, this week's question that I have, and eventually I have a few planned out, and eventually I'll start taking your guys' questions, answering them, and then having everybody else answer them. What makes a car good? I feel nowadays, as a lover of American cars, even though some of them aren't that good, I feel too many people base a good car off of just being able to go fast and go around corners, which can make a car good, but I feel the crown for what I have in my opinion is there's cars that are good for certain reasons, and then there's overall good cars. Overall good cars is something Europeans can make, the exotic cars, Japanese can make the exotic cars, but they can also make, overall good cars. And in my opinion, no supercar, no sports car, nothing like that can qualify for an overall good car. Not because I think they're terrible, but because, just listen, an overall good car, in my opinion, has to combine everything. You want it to be practical, you want it to be good at performance, you want it to be something you can deal with every day, but be a great car to drive. For example, GTI M3. These are two cars that maybe I don't know as much about the M3, but I certainly know a lot about the GTI. I've driven one. These cars combine it all. Of course, some of their sports suspensions can be a little annoying for the ride, but you can drive them every day. You can, get in traffic jams with them without having to worry about paying $30,000 for a mirror that may have come off. Well, a mirror coming off is pretty damn serious, but paying $1,000 for a paint chip. But these cars combine everything, and I feel, though, some cars can still be good, just not an overall good car. They can still be good cars even if they don't combine everything. If a car's comfortable, if it's economic, if it has good space, good stuff like that, it can still be a good car, just not an overall good. Maybe not an overall good car. Or maybe I'll put as the elite, the ones that combine everything. The elite cars that combine performance, like I said. Change that from overall to elite. Okay. For instance, I share a 2008 Hyundai Elantra. Me and my brother, we do. It is a dog. 0 to 60 takes about 10 seconds. So we're talking double figure 0 to 60 times. When you put your foot down at around 3,000 revs, it is louder than a Limp Bizkit concert. And I don't like Limp Bizkit, but that's the only band I can think of at the top of my head. You get the point. It's loud. It's at 3,000 revs. It's you hear that little four-banger running. That's little bitty cylinders like go 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 go. And despite that, I still think it's a good car. I like it. It is. It has, of course, the manual version of it goes a little bit faster, but we got the automatic. It gets good fuel economy. I think it does. It gets about 35 highway, maybe. Well, where we live in, a suburb, so you're not in the city, so you're gonna probably be averaging about 28 to 32 around here. And that I think is pretty good for American standards. I think anything upper 20s and the 30s is good. and it is a compact car. The interior is a little cheap, but it stays together. The stereo system in it is actually really good. It is a superbly comfortable car to ride in. It is actually really comfortable. The seats are cozy. It rides really nice. The steering is actually really nice too. It's really responsive. The handling's alright, but it's a fun car to throw around sometimes. But it's slow. But it's considered a compact car. But the back seat space has a room for human beings with legs. And actually a pretty good amount of room too. And the trunk has room to put, you know, things in. So I like to consider it a good car, despite some of its faults. Good cars, I feel, can still have faults. Every car is going to have its faults. So that's why I think a car can still be good with faults, because it combines that. Overall, but, so I think I've pretty much made my case here. Depending what the car's job is, like the thing that really annoys me is when people judge cars on the wrong things. Oh, this Ford F-150 has terrible handling. Alright, Mr. Pickup Truck Handling Critic, you're probably the person dumb enough to take a Ford F-150 to a track day. Alright, it's not meant to go around corners. It's meant to pull stuff and carry things. It's the point of a pickup truck. And be rugged. I lost track. But some people, I feel, choose to judge cars on the wrong thing. Like, people will say, alright, dare I go here? Dare I go here? So, here we go. The Ferrari 458 is not an elite car. Like I said earlier, supercars, sports cars, they can't really do it. Maybe not all sports cars, but like supercars, they can't be elite cars. Really, they have it all. Because as long as this concept for a sports car stays the same, listen, everybody knows the Ferrari 458 is a fantastically beautiful car, and everybody has a crisis when they look at one. And it goes around corners really well, and it goes like stink. But it's a supercar, so you have to worry about flies hitting it and causing the paint to chip and paying $3 grand to fix that. You have to pay for the maintenance for the parts that aren't available everywhere. You have to pay a triple-figure price. You have to pay for outrageous insurance. You most likely are only going to have 2 seats. You're going to have no room to put your things, and it's really just going to be a car that you're going to drive around to have people look at and go, oh man, that's a Ferrari, wow, and go, oh, I wish I had that car. And you can just sit there in your Brave brand shades, shaking your head with your Bluetooth in, saying, yeah, worked a long time for this. But you can't really drive it around everywhere if you have a family or if you have things to carry. If you're like a single man and you have a Ferrari 458 as your only car, I mean, you could probably make do with it, but you don't want to be taking that thing everywhere and then putting high miles on a supercar? Why, that's absurd. I mean, people may have done it, I don't know. People don't drive supercars a lot, so they never end up having a lot of miles. So if you kind of get my gist here, elite cars, really good cars that combine everything, the elite few, or not the elite few, combine speed, and they combine performance, and they combine handling, and they combine practicality. So, that is the question. What do you think makes a good car? Do you think people sometimes are a bit too picky? Do you think people leave out certain things? My main point is I feel people disregard many aspects of a car and only focus on performance. So, I'm interested in seeing what you guys have to say. Thanks for watching.